Thornton is our fifth valedictorian for this school year. For those of you that know her, you know that theater is one of her passions. Though that is the case, she is also very intelligent and puts her best effort forward each school day. She has been a contributing member of Wichita Christian School all of her school days, and I always look forward to talking to Jordan every school day. Would you please welcome Jordan?
Stay there, I guess. Good evening. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. I'm honored to be valedictorian for this year's graduating class. High school has been such an inspirational and magical experience that I was compelled to write a deeply moving one-woman, one-act play about my high school years. I've also prepared some songs for your listening pleasure at the end of my performance. This play is about an insanely talented, driven, and brilliant girl that drove everyone into a jealous rage, and the only way they could deal with it was to make fun of her for her gifts. I have copyrighted this play and plan on taking it to a national tour, so please, no flash photography or any kind of photography, and no videotaping of this excellence you are about to enjoy. I'm just kidding. You can all relax now, but don't act like it wouldn't have been fabulous. Tonight, I'm going to do something unexpected. It's a little less unexpected than a one-woman act play, but still pretty different. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the real reason everyone's here. The graduates. My classmates. That group of people sitting in those 3 rows dressed in blue gowns and weird flat hats. They don't know that I'm doing this, but I'm praying that they just all go along with it. So guys, when I call your name, will you come and stand up here with me? Yes, you will. Okay. Don't worry, Mr. Wolf. I'll go in alphabetical order so nobody gets out of place. So for our first person, she's actually in New York right now, but her last name does start with an A, so she gets to go first. Shirok joined our class halfway through the year. She's super quiet and polite, so for the first 2 months she was in our class, she never corrected anyone when we all pronounced her name horribly wrong. Shirok told me that she wanted to be a pediatrician when she graduates college, and I think that's great. Lissa also became part of our class halfway through the year. Lissa's probably the most honest person in our class. She always speaks her mind and is incredibly funny, and she's also hilarious. Nathan. Nathan is one of the 7 of us that's been here in our class since the beginning. Nathan's one of those rare people that will actually sit with you and listen to your problems without being rude about it. He genuinely cares about people, and that's really awesome. Drake. Guys, Drake is crazy. Drake is probably the funniest guy in our class. He constantly makes jokes, and he's always in a good mood. Drake's nice to everyone and is pretty much friends with everybody he knows. Drake's also incredibly creative, and I have no doubt he can succeed in any career that he picks. Drew is an artist. He's constantly drawing and sketching amazing characters, especially in math class when he's supposed to be listening. As Drake said in our skit for Mr. Wallace, he knows everything about comic books, and he is willing to share that information with you. He's kind to everyone and always finds a reason to be happy. Drew is also a freelance Spider-Man, and that's pretty awesome. Ryan. Ryan's been in our class since kindergarten. He's always been an amazing friend and is always there for anyone who needs him. He's super amazing at guitar and will more than likely become a crazy successful rock star in his future. Jen. Jen is the happiest our class by far. He's amazing at sports, especially track, and will probably become a very successful athlete. Robert. Guys, Robert's awesome. Simple as that. He's super laid back and always has been insanely good in history class. The coolest thing about Robert, though, is the amazing things he builds. For our physics fair our junior year, Robert made a Rubens tube. For those of you who don't know what that is, a Rubens tube is a long metal tube that displays musical sound waves through fire. Robert welded one of these things in his living room. Robert, I don't know what you want to do, but I have a feeling you're probably going to be a millionaire. Delaney. Everyone loves Delaney. Delaney's super nice to everyone and has more friends than anyone that I know. She's incredibly smart. I mean, she is a Valedictorian. And has always been an incredibly diligent note-taker. Delaney's a nanny right now, and she absolutely loves the little kids that she takes care of. She wants to be a teacher, and she's going to be a phenomenal one. Alex. Alex has been at Wichita Christian since kindergarten. And for this next part, I'm going to need all the parents, if you have small children, cover their ears. I'm not joking, do it. Is everyone good? Everyone covered? Okay. And even though she told the entire kindergarten class that Santa didn't exist and that our parents were all liars, she's a great friend. Alex has the most musical talent in our class and will probably make it big in the music industry. Alex has this amazing gift of always being able to see the best in every single person that she meets. She also really loves the environment and being outside, especially during class, so she kind of goes out there. Alex could be anything she wanted to be, and she'd be the absolute best at it. She's going to go really far. Allee. Sorry, you're out of order. Allee joined our class in 5th grade. Allee's one of those students that really represents Wichita Christian and what it's about. She knows every student's name by heart, she loves all the elementary kids, and they all love her, and she does everything with a positive Christian attitude. Allee wants to be a teacher for special needs kids, and I don't think there could ever be a more perfect person for the job. Josiah. Don't look at me like that. Josiah has been at Wichita Christian his entire life, as have the rest of his siblings. He's always loved art and trying new things. Josiah is also a great leader and is always ready to take charge if the moment arises. He's always been an excellent debater and will probably be a pretty good politician. Erica. Erica joined our class when she realized that we were way cooler than the juniors and that she had to get out of there right now. She is very driven. She's very driven. She's graduating a year early and already has more college credits than the rest of this class combined. Erica's more than just smart, though. She's the sweetest person you'll ever meet. She always has a bright smile on her face, and she has a really cheerful attitude. There isn't a person on this planet that wouldn't fall in love with Erica instantly. Antonia. Antonia's so great. She's sarcastic and funny, and you will never meet a person that is more genuine than she is. She's laid back, and everybody just loves her. Antonia wants to be a doctor, and not only is that insanely impressive, but absolutely realistic. Antonia's a genius. She's from Germany, but she wants to stay in America for college. Another example of how brilliant she is. So that's all of our classes here tonight, but there's still one student from our class that I haven't mentioned. Madison Sosolik. Madison left our class in the middle of the year, but she's still a part of our class as far as I'm concerned. Madison is everyone's friend and is the most charitable person I've ever known. She was the smartest person by far, but she never let that keep her from being the nicest. She's absolutely wonderful, and we were all really sad when she left. But I have no doubt she's doing amazing at her new school. In fact, she's probably the smartest one there. This is Wichita Christian's graduating class of 2014. This is by far the most creative, musical, and artistic class that this school has ever produced. This is also one of the only classes where all of us through. I know that I will miss every single person standing up here with me. But I also know that each of these graduates will go on to do great things in this world. Dear faculty, family, and friends, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it is we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. You see us as you want to see us, in the simplest terms and the most convenient definitions. But we found out each one of us is a brain, and an athlete, a princess, a basket case, and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, the graduating class of 2000.
Thank you, Jordan. Are you guys sitting in the correct order? Our commencement